Welcome back to the studio series. Today, as you can see, we're joined by a very, very special guest. We got T-Bone in the house.
What up?
Probably has the best laugh out of anybody I've ever met in my life. And I'm hoping by the end of the show we can get some laughs out of you.
I'm sure you will.
Thanks for coming down, man. You had how far of a drive?
About 45 minutes to an hour. Not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah. No, to Pennsylvania Turnpike all the way down. Literally all the way down to you
Makes
guys.
sense.
So It was nice. It was actually really nice.
Yeah.
Different drive.
For sure. And I guess we can start back like how we know each other. So we, for a long time, work with your gym that you're working at, King Strength.
Yes, sir.
Quickly, like the first time I feel like I met you, I felt like I knew you for like 10 years, which is something I feel like you probably have in common with a lot of people.
I do. I have that in common with a lot of people.
But-
and I apologize every time.
Kind of talk me through that. How'd you get involved with King? Talk me through it.
So I started back in 2020. They do like an apprenticeship program, and I was of I think the second apprenticeship they actually ran ever. So it was during COVID too, so it was all virtual. So a lot of that was seen, a lot of the screen time, staring at a camera, teaching people, and going through that, which did not make anything any easier. But I didn't get the job at first. Garrick decided that I needed to kind of go off and kind of find my own voice, training, finding the passion for it. So I started out in Red Bank, Atlantic Club, and I did that for about 6-7 months, and then they put up another job offer, went back, started out part-time, and been that way ever since 2021. I went full-time when Metuchen opened, and I think about a year after that is when we started using Simmons Media to do our social media and stuff. So it was a lot of work, a lot of hours. First month in, I was doing 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday. A lot of these were
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
That's crazy.
It's you gotta love it though. You gotta have the passion for it to be able to kind of run that and keep running that. So yeah, that's kind of how I got started with King, and yeah, here we are.
Sweet, man. What does your role look like today?
Today I'm the director of sales, so it's a lot more computer and admin work, a lot more reach outs. We use Ignite, which you guys know of, and
Boy, do we.
Oh yeah, we use Ignite too.
Oh, perfect!
Yeah.
Look at that. Small world. But yeah, no, we use that system. Kind of, I reach out to people. I do the offensive reach outs, the cold calls, the reactivations, things like that, and I train still about 16 hours a week. 16 hours a week.
So
yeah.
what do you prefer?
Oh, that's a good one. I think both have their perks. I love training. It's why I got into the game. I like helping people, being in front of people, making them laugh, making the connections, things like that. I've always loved that part of the job. And but the selling part is also like where I get to meet new people. Mm-hmm. So it's like both kind of have their perks, but I think I would definitely prefer the training aspect of it still to this day. Like teaching the classes. I will never go back to doing the 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. shifts.
Yeah, no.
And never say never, but I don't prefer those.
Yep.
But
Yep.
they provided me that space to kind of sit into it and meet these people, build the relationships I have today, and now I have God knows how many group chats and subgroup chats with different people that it's crazy.
I mean, hey, listen, that's like, for me, I'm a very people person. I can tell you are. And so like that to me is the best part of the job. Like here, obviously people are coming in the door, meeting new people. So I can only imagine you love that.
Yeah.
But I guess take us back then before working in the gym. Why did you want to be in the gym? Like, were you a gym kid? Like, were you one of those high school kids in the gym? Like, talk to us a little bit about that.
So I've been in the gym most of my life. I've played sports since second grade. I was wrestling. I was playing football. My dad is the meatiest meathead you'll probably ever meet, and he'll hate me for saying that, but I mean it endearingly. Guy was I think he's 260 now, arms the size of my head. You look at him and you look at me and you go, where'd you come from?
Okay.
So, at a very young age, we had the garage gym, the pulley, things like that. And we trained outside of there. I played football until my sophomore year of high school. I had an injury that was prolonged a very long time. My shoulder would dislocate. My dad would help put it back in. We learned there's a right way and a wrong way. And we were obviously doing it the wrong way. And I had 2 shoulder surgeries done back-to-back years. The first time around, they told me I couldn't play football anymore. I was pissed off. I was upset. But I found the gym. Obviously young and dumb. I was 15 in a commercial gym by myself. Way too early, benching incorrectly. Yep. Went back to the doctor for a monthly checkup. I think it was a 2-month checkup post-op. And the doctor goes, how's the range of motion? And I went, feels fine. Did the range of motion test? It was not fine. So my shoulder was continuing to come out of its socket with the anchors in place. So they did another.
So it wasn't like a scar tissue thing.
It wasn't a scar. I did more damage. Yeah, no. So I went back for the MRI. They did the MRI with contrast the second time. I do not wish that upon my worst enemy. It is probably the worst type of MRI you can get. I don't know if you've ever had it done.
What is it?
So it's the needle's about the needle. Oh, over here. The needle's about. Oh, you son of a gun! Over here. Look at that. That's listening. So the needle's about this big, and it leaves a hole in your skin about this deep, about this wide. It's not working, so it's fine. You can kind of cut
terrifying.
that. But it is god awful, and it's not just inject, and out. You're under this machine. You're on the table, and there's a screen that comes over you, and the needle stays in the arm, and they just kind of shimmy it around. And they
shimmy it around.
They shimmy it around. I kid you not. Like no they don't take it out and put it back in. Like the giggity. Yeah. They stay in and they kind of just move it left and right
within your arm.
And they fill the entire joint.
So they can see it, I'm assuming?
Exactly.
Okay.
So they can see the ligaments. So I've had that done 3 times now.
Do you normally need a needle for an MRI?
No.
I've never had too.
MRI.
So MRIs you don't. MRI with contrast you do. So a lot of times.
So the contrast is what they're injecting.
Yes.
Okay.
So a lot of times, like for joints, hip joints, shoulder joints, things like that, they're going to do with contrast.
Okay.
But like an MRI for your head, MRI for your chest, they don't usually need those things.
Okay.
Because they're not looking at they're typically not looking at any ligaments or anything like that. A lot of times when you're doing ligaments, they're doing a contrast so they can fill in the picture.
Okay, gotcha.
So, went back to the doctor. I ended up doing glenohumeral damage to the joint. I had dented, chipped away at the actual bone. So now I have, I want to say 8 anchors in my shoulder to this day. And I have 3 in my hip because I also had to get my hip done. Yeah, my hip.
Not replaced.
No.
Oh,
I had
okay.
I torn my labrum, and I'll let you take a hack at how I did it. This is gonna be a good clip for you guys. How T-Bone tore his hip. Nope.
Was it in the gym?
No.
Okay.
Was it doing any sort of sports activity?
Technically, no.
Technically,
no.
Is it safe for work?
It is safe for work.
Okay.
Yes, it is safe for work.
Listen.
I wouldn't do that to you on your podcast, guys. Not intentionally. All right. I jumped over a puddle.
Oh man.
Oh,
that's
you
terrible,
should
dude.
lie to people.
Oh yeah, no,
Okay,
100%.
good.
You gotta lie. But I lie and then I tell the truth. You know, I'll tell somebody, oh yeah, I tore it deadlifting 315 pounds, and they're like, really? And I'm like, no, I jumped over a puddle.
Wow. Full tear?
Partial.
Okay.
Partial,
All right.
thank God. But it was, so a lot of times, if you go get an MRI done, I read up on it, it's like 50%, if you're an athlete, 50% of athletes actually have a torn labrum.
I'm not surprised. Yeah.
But you can live your life without your labrum. It's fine, depending on where you tear it. I tore it in the specific spot that actually causes day-to-day pain because it would just rub against it. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't live with it, so I ended up having it at the surgery done. But so anyway, coming back to the question of how I got into it, being in physical therapy for about 2.5 years, I kind of took a interest in it. So I was there, I was asking questions, why are we doing this? What does this do? Things like that. So I was kind of like racking my brain around it. So then I was like, you know what? Kind of want to be a physical therapist. Realized physical therapy is a lot of school. And I have really bad ADHD, if you can't tell already. So having me sit here and listen to someone talk about the most boring, mundane things, I'm not going to do it. Backed out, was going to go for physical education because I'm like, that's a little less, but in the same field.
Yep.
2 semesters in for my associates, I was like, no. Got my certification for personal training. I was like, I can help people outside the gym at least, you know? So, you know, here we are now. I kind of got into that, and I've been doing it since I was 18, because that's when you have to. So you can't get your certification until you're 18.
Gotcha.
So since I was 18, I've been training friends, family, and now clients.
Wow.
So that's kind of how I got into it. Long story short.
Right.
I got hurt, got fucked up, wanted to help other people not be fucked up.
That's a pretty good way to think of it. Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, and now I know like you do a lot of streaming now.
Yes.
Talk me through that. How'd that come
geez.
to be? Was that always a passion?
It wasn't always a passion. I was, playing on with the guys, laughing, joking, and then, wanted to savor that moment, wanted to have that moment to like come back to later on. And you can't clip certain things, but you can clip most. Thank God. But no, I just kind of started doing it for fun. I am no way, shape, or form think I'm going to be the next Tim the Tap Man or Nick Merckx at all, because I suck at every game I play. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, that probably has its own niche to it, though, just like being the streamer that sucks at every game.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could build something around it.
I mean, hey, listen, if I could get it done consistently, probably.
Yeah.
But I don't do it as consistent as someone else might to do that.
Okay.
I do it here and there. Every once in a while, that my girlfriend allows me to, because then the camera's up and she can't just walk in the room, because she feels some type of way. And I'm like, all right, I won't do it every day.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's why I got to soundproof the room, though, because when I stream, I get a little bit more loud, because now I'm laughing, I'm joking, and then, like you said, that laugh is something else.
One of one.
It is.
One of one.
Definitely is one of one.
So going back to the gym, like training, what was you've trained all ages, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So what's your I guess you say favorite or like the easiest age to train, and then like why do you enjoy that specific demographic?
I
Do
think.
you understand?
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. I think my I guess to answer the question, my ideal client would probably be somebody who's semi-new to training. It doesn't matter what age they are. I do want them to have the body knowledge, hey, my body is doing this, and it's not
self-awareness.
Not loosey-goosey.
Yep.
Like when you're 13, 14, you think you're keeping your back straight, but you don't feel that you're doing this and looking like an S. So I think my ideal client would probably be in that 17 plus range.
Okay.
With the oldest probably being, I would say 40, 45.
Okay.
Would probably be my ideal client. I do like training older people. I do it at King Strength. Our oldest client, I think, is in their 70s.
Let's go.
Good
So
for them,
yeah, it's fun. I love doing it. But if I could pick my ideal, it'd probably be that 18 to 45 range.
So what makes? I guess now I'm kind of thinking of scenarios someone's 19, 20. They've been an athlete their whole time, their entire life, but now they're in the corporate world, right? And then they walk into the gym and they're like, you know what? I might not have been training correctly my entire life, even though you were in the gym as an athlete, whatever. What would you say to them to be put your ego aside and get a trainer? Would you encourage that, or would you be you know what, try and just go ahead and do it? Do you guys see what I'm kind of saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get somebody to put their ego aside, myself included.
Yeah,
we all have them.
Yeah, no, totally.
And I think the biggest thing is we do an assessment before you come into our gym at all.
Okay.
Before you take any classes, anything like that, to make sure you're good.
Is it healthy or client worthy? I know that kind of sounds odd.
It's kind of both.
Okay.
It's kind of both. So we don't want to train assholes. You know, like we want to see if we can in that hour get you to kind of see like, hey, I have a little bit of an ego, but I have something to learn too.
Yeah.
You know, it's fine to be. So we have like gem types.
Okay.
And the type of person you're kind of talking about is more like a Ruby. They're like challenged. If you tell me I can't do it, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yep.
You know, things like that. And we all have that in us, right? But for that client, I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to show them, you know, I'm going to have them do a deadlift. And I'm going to have them do it incorrectly. Like, I'm going to cue them through it, but I'm going to have them do it incorrectly. And I'm going to show them, hey, and I'll take my phone out. I'll take a video of them, and I'll show them, hey, this is how you're doing it, right? And then I'll take a video of myself doing it, and I'll show them the side-by-side comparison. Like, your back is rounding. You're not flat. Your core isn't engaged. This is why you have lower back pain. You know, and I'll show them those movements going through the entire thing. So we do 5 movements. And at the end of it, you know, they're feeling like their ego is like, oh, I used to be an athlete. I should be able to do this. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, and I'll tell them, like, have you ever had a trainer before?
Yeah.
A lot of times, especially men, they're going to say no.
Yeah.
Because men having personal trainers for the longest time was like, unless you were a bodybuilder, you were
What's the
like
point? I can do it myself.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, it was seen as a weakness.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
versus you know, if your pipe bursts in your bathroom, who you calling?
The plumber.
A plumber. You're not doing it yourself.
Exactly.
You're gonna have it done right. So
Yeah.
why not do the same thing in the gym?
Right.
Right? Why not have a trainer? Why
What's
not
that?
have somebody who's the expert?
It's like the aura around the gym, like it's seen as like manly. Like I mean, even like the meathead thing, like that is a term that we use for like big gym guys, like gym bros.
Yeah.
Like those are all stereotypes, but like they all have the common thing of like macho guy, like can do it all themselves, blah blah.
Yeah.
I got a question. So, what do you think some of like the biggest gym taboos are?
So I would say the biggest gym taboo, and honestly, being such a male-dominated
Space.
profession,
Yeah.
space, things like that, even trainers, like male-dominated, you know, which it shouldn't be. I think the biggest thing is menstrual cycles. And they're not like, I mean, listen, they're touched upon, right? And nowadays they're a little more touched upon, but I feel like they're still not spoken enough about. In the cycle, it's not just, oh, my stomach hurts and I'm bleeding and I'm very sorry if this is offensive, but like it sucks, you know, and we don't know what it feels like. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And in those weeks, there's so I thank you to my beautiful girlfriend, and you can cut that, you can clip that, and send it to me so that she knows that I called her beautiful. She has this. We have this app. Yeah, I know, right? We have this app, and I have to get it right. It is called Stardust, and where'd it go? There it is. And there are features, and I have to re-download it. You can cut that part. And it tells you the different phases that they're in week to week.
Okay.
And there are phases that you feel stupendous and amazing and energetic and strong as hell. But then there's a 3-week-long phase where you're just tired, weak, quote unquote, because you're not really weak. Your body's just going through a change. You know, and I feel like they're just pushed. You know, they're just pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And
Is like in the gym they're pushed?
in
Or
the gym,
like in
in
life?
general,
In
in
general.
life,
Oh, okay,
in work,
okay.
things
Yeah.
like that. And it's like, in the gym especially, we need to take account for that. You know, you're not as strong as you are because you're not in the right phase.
Yeah.
So you have to be lifting accordingly. And a lot of them are better with it, especially our clients. Like, I did so much research on it because I felt like, holy shit, I really don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to those things. And I should
But
know
I mean,
something.
How many guys do? Like
Exactly.
in a very positive way. Like
Yeah.
we are ignorant, and it's kind of like we don't know what we don't know. So talking about this it's kind of very important, especially for people who are in the gym, even people who are bystanders.
Yeah.
Like I think about if I'm in the gym and I see a woman like she goes to pick up a weight and is struggling, it's not, oh, you're pathetic, like you can't pick that up. It's like, maybe she's going through something like biologically that as a guy we just don't understand.
Yep. Yeah. And because there's weeks that same woman could be deadlifting 315 pounds, and a week later, holy shit, 225 is heavy today. That's why. or one of the reasons. Obviously, it's not the main reason, and I'm not trying to like I'm a man and I know what I'm talking about. But like, no, like that could be the reason, and it's something that should be spoken about, and it's something that should be touched upon when we're becoming certified, because it's not.
So I guess the follow-up to that is how, because it is a taboo topic, like how is that not portrayed, but how do you get that message across? How does it become talked about? How do you, as a trainer, like if you're training a woman, like is that a question you ask? Like, hey, like how do you want me to interact when you're going through the like?
So it's less about how you want me to interact with you in those moments. A lot of, I mean, listen, they're not trying to be coddled or anything like that. So it's more so like, I'll have clients that literally tell me like, hey, I'm just not feeling it today. I was like, and it'll be like, it's a very weird question to ask at first. Like, hey, where you at?
Yeah.
You know, things like that. And it can be just like that, like where you at? Like mentally, physically, things like that. And a lot of times they'll say like, I'm having kind of a tough day, you know, and that's a sign right there. And that can be mental or that can be biological.
Yeah.
And I think building the relationship, building the rapport with the client helps, because then you can dig a little deeper.
Gotcha.
If you don't have the rapport with that person, I'm not walking up to a random woman and going, what phase are you in?
Yeah.
You know, like that's just not happening. Right. You know, that's just not happening. I'm going to get slapped across the face, and rightfully so.
And potentially fired.
Potentially fired, yes. But like building rapport, I mean, I've had clients that, you know, we've talked about it, and it was a class of about 4 or 5, all women. I was the only guy there. And they were talking about it. I was like, well, hey, guys, like, and I kind of talked to them about it. And they were like, T-Bone, I didn't even know there were that many phases. And I was like, thank you, Ellen, again. You know, like, because this app, it literally, I mean, I'll show it to you guys, and you guys can kind of see about it. And it literally gives you, once it loads.
And if you want to get this app 10% off, go
it's free.
This is a paid advertisement.
It's a free app, you know, and Stardust. So it literally gives you like the waves of everything. So you have and it shows you the hormones and everything, and it also tells you the stages. So you have, you know, your follicular, the period itself, luteal. Luteal is the longest phase, and it's when you're the most tired.
Interesting.
So when you get out of the actual period itself, then you have the follicular, and that is when you feel the most energized. Some women say they feel the sexiest, and it's like that's the hormonal change.
Yeah.
You know, that's the positive of it all.
Wow.
And that lasts about a week.
Right.
And it's crazy. And then you're through the ovulation stage, and you're still feeling okay. Well, that's about a week again. So you have 2 weeks where you feel really good, and then another 2-3 weeks of just shit.
Wow. That's terrible.
Yeah, no, it's god-awful. But it's not talked about, and I feel like it's not taught. You know, it's talked about a little bit more, but even to this day, like, I have yet to see in a certification book they talk about this.
Oh, wow. So this is, like, for people that know, it has to be because they want to, not because they were taught.
You have to go.
You have to go look
effort to learn.
You have to make an effort as a man to learn these things.
Wow.
And
apparently even as a woman.
Somewhat,
to some extent,
to some degree, yeah. I mean, I think that comes with like being like in the gym.
Yeah.
I think it plays a little bit more of a role when physically doing something physically active. I'm sure a lot of the athletes like kind of know about these things, but you're like generic gen pop in the gym, may not.
Right.
And that's completely normal. And I'm not making any sort of like you should know better, but as trainers, as the quote unquote experts in the gym, we should.
Yeah.
Have at least basic knowledge about it.
Totally.
So I think that would be the most taboo thing that's not talked about enough.
That was a good answer.
Yeah.
That was a very good answer.
That was a very good answer.
I have my moments.
I guess sticking to that, like, what are, I guess if we want to kind of stay in the same vein of, like, clipping content, what are some, like, of the worst stereotypes in the gym?
Ooh, worst stereotypes in the gym? I would say that the trainer is the most jacked person in the room. That is the biggest stereotype, that as a trainer, you're jacked, fit, can run a marathon and everything else in between. And I don't know if you see me, I am not jacked, but I know my shit.
Yeah.
You know? And when the client lifts heavier than me, one, it motivates me because I'm like, how are you fucking stronger than me? I'm here every day.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, like, I got them to that point.
It's more
I'm
the
the one.
knowledge at
I'm
that
training
point.
them. Yeah. So like, I think that's one of the biggest stereotypes. Another stereotype is that men are stronger than women, and shout out to Mahawish right there. She is the strongest pound for pound person in our gym right now.
Wow.
Deadlifting, correct me if I'm wrong, I think 400 pounds.
Let's go.
Like,
That's
insane.
insane.
Yeah.
And
And are they a big person? I'm assuming not.
no.
Like short, tall.
Oh, they're
like,
on the shorter side.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're shorter, but I mean, listen, does it play a role in it? I'm sorry, it does. You know,
that's fair.
but like at the same time, put in the fucking work.
yeah, you have.
You know,
absolutely.
can I
400,
deadlift 400 pounds?
yeah,
I
man.
can't deadlift 400 pounds. So
Nope.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the other biggest stereotypes.
Okay.
Trying to think of another stereotype, and it's really hard because thankfully, you know, at the gym I work at, the stereotypes are kind of thrown out the window. You know,
In a
there's-
good way?
In a good way.
Okay.
In a good
Yeah.
way. Because we, as a community as a whole, have become such a big supportive team, community.
Support system.
System. Thank you. Thank you. This guy gets it. That, like, you know, there's no ego.
Okay.
You know, at least not an outward ego.
Mm-hmm.
You know, probably in their head they're looking at somebody deadlift more than them, like, wow, I think I can do that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
things like
yeah.
that. And that's a healthy ego in my opinion.
Yeah. It's like a
You
healthy
know?
jealousy.
Yeah,
like, I
exactly.
want to get to that point.
It's
right,
more
right.
like envious than jealousy, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, I think that's where me finding where the stereotypes are in the gym is kind of hard, you know?
That's a good thing, though. I mean, I don't think a lot of gyms have that
Yeah.
No.
culture
No.
around it. So,
Yeah.
That was always one thing that I really liked about coming to like King. Like your community there's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's second to none.
I pride myself
I
on that one.
really wish that there was something like that around here. Like
Yeah.
we've talked about that
I can-
before.
I can honestly also say that I've never been offered a shot of whiskey in any other gym.
You're welcome. Come through. I saw the jealousy.
it was more envious.
Yeah, we do a shot of whiskey before every arm farm and every Friday night workout. And on birthdays. And on days that end in Y. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Top 7 days to drink right there. Yep.
How do you think he gets through the 5 a.m. classes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Seriously. I remember I had a client come in, and it was her birthday, and she was not scheduled to be there that day. She was an semi-private client. Her scheduled session was the day after, but she came in at 7 a.m. and wanted her shot of tequila for her birthday,
And then
At
just
7 a.m.?
left.
and then just left. I kid you not, at 7 a.m. And I did the shot of tequila with her at 7 a.m., and I had nothing to eat yet.
So you were hammered by 7:50.
I was feeling a type of way by 7:05. And I remember I walked into one of my the PT at the time. He was in the gym. I walked into his office. I went, "Holy shit! I'm ordering McDonald's. I am not okay." Like, and that was the first time a gym has ever had McDonald's delivered to their door.
Yep. We're tearing down the stereotypes.
Oh,
one
yeah.
at a time.
Yeah, right.
Tequila and Monster energy drinks. Speaking of, how many energy drinks do you
I knew
have
that
per
was
day?
the question.
I had to
You
ask.
had
it.
to ask.
I
You had to ask.
Or
I
even
get it,
not
I get it.
energy
And
drinks,
what
but
kind?
maybe. Ooh.
So, listen, OG right here. I'm doing a peachy keen today, although the white monster is the goat. We can all
It is the
agree
goat.
with that.
I don't drink.
You've never had a white monster.
Dude, I didn't either until literally we were coming
last
back
week.
from a shoot like last week, and he got one. I was like, can I try that? Like I've never had it. He
And
jaw
ever
dropped,
since, one
man.
a day.
It's good. Yeah. they're good, man. They got a good flavor. For sure.
Listen, and here's the thing, and
They like, scare me.
they scare you?
Yeah, like
don't be afraid.
Those ones are sugar free too, aren't they?
The ultra ones are sugar free and 0 calorie,
Okay.
so they're healthy.
Feels a little bit better. Huh?
We'll say that. We'll say that. Macro
Could be
wise.
worse.
Macro wise, you know. So back in the day, you know, when I first started, I was having close to about 800 milli-vanillis a day of caffeine.
Dog.
Yeah,
That's what, like
so
4 energy drinks?
How many's in
give or
a
take,
Monster?
in a monster is 160. 150. This one's 150.
5 a day.
Potentially.
depends on
So
which
it
ones
depends
you're
on which ones you
drinking,
drink. So usually, and I had a routine
Did
because
you just shake everywhere? You
No, no, no.
vibrated through the space.
no,
time.
I'm pretty.
I've heard
That's nerves. That's not
Yeah,
energy. So my morning routine, because for 5 a.m. I would have to be up at about 4:15. You know, when I lived in Woodbridge. Now I got to be up at like 3. So at 4:15, I would crack a Red Bull, one of the 12-ounce Red Bulls, sugar-free always. And I would drive to work with that. So I would drink that, get ready for the day, drive to work. I would teach the warm-ups to the 5 a.m. class, and I would have depending on the day, either a Ghost or a C4. So the pre-workout kind. I would get ready like I'm going to work out, you know, because at the end of the day, if you've ever taken one of my classes or seen one of my classes, which you guys have, I am all over that room.
Oh, yeah.
Yelling,
You're
screaming.
moving.
Okay. No. During KPI week, which is basically PRs all week, I lose my voice come Saturday.
That's good though.
Yeah.
I mean, people probably. I assume people enjoy that.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I mean, I get, and you know, I have those certain clients that you know will tell me, T-Bone, you're gonna die early. Stop. And to them, I say, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
There you go.
So I would have the Red Bull, then the C4, the Ghost, which was now we're at about 360-ish milligrams.
And this is between 3 a.m.
Between like 4 a.m. and 5:30.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Enough to kill a small dog.
Yeah. Enough to take out a small civilization. And then
before most people are even awake.
Yeah.
Or
Oh yeah,
thought
no.
of being
You
awake.
see those memes of those guys that are like hooting and hollering, and their clients are like walking in the door. That is literally me.
Okay.
That was literally me. So by 9 a.m. I'd start crashing, hitting a wall, obviously, and I would have a white monster. That would carry me through to about 1 or 2 o'clock. By 3:30, I'd have another monster. And then for the ride home, I'd have a small 8.4 fluid ounce monster just to kind of get me through the drive. So that's kind of where we were at.
What are you at now?
Now, because my loving girlfriend cares for my heart, I do about.
Do you have one?
Huh?
Do you have one?
I'm pretty sure I do. Now I do. So we have an espresso machine.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if you're a coffee guy.
I'm a coffee guy.
Okay.
I will listen. If you put this and an espresso or a latte or a coffee in front of me, I'm going to take the coffee. I love
Oh, okay,
coffee.
okay.
You know, but these are just so much easier. And plus, I wish I wouldn't have cracked it. They make such a good noise when you open it.
They
You
do.
know, they're
Yeah, they do.
amazing. For long, I actually had a reel where I was opening them and crushing them.
Okay.
So now that we have an espresso machine, I'll do a double shot in the morning before I leave for work. So I'll do a double shot while I'm getting ready, having breakfast, things like that. The ride in, I'll have a C4.
Still haven't kicked
No,
that
no,
one. You still haven't
listen.
kicked that one.
No. The milligrams have dropped slightly, but the routine is still there.
Okay.
You know, but my day ends a little bit earlier now. You know, so I don't have to go as crazy. So now I'm probably sitting at about 600 milligrams a day. I dropped 200, but 200 of those milligrams don't count because I've worked out. There's a net. You know, there's a deficit.
okay.
There's a net. You know, I probably net about 600.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Gotcha.
So there's a method. There's a method.
That's still crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like that's normal.
crazy.
That is utterly insane.
That's insane.
So we talked about coffee. What's your go-to coffee order? Actually, I want to go around the table. I don't really want to go around the table. These two.
I want to hear it though.
No,
now.
you don't, because these two corporate idiots, they drink black coffee.
Oh, then
That's
you're gonna
it.
hate my answer.
Oh.
And if you don't like black, and my favorite saying is, if you don't like black coffee yet, you just haven't worked hard enough. because black coffee
No,
is straight caffeine.
but it's not that
And
you
it's like-
don't like it. It's like coffee is one of those. Like I will drink a black coffee. I'm fine with that. But coffee is one of those things that it's great because you can add to it.
Are you
and
are you like one of those like sweet latte guys?
No, because
Okay,
I don't.
alright.
I don't like milk.
Okay, so what's your coffee order?
Yeah, what is your?
So it's a shaken espresso.
Okay.
Okay, that's
So like,
But
there's a little bit of milk.
There's
in
a
it,
little
but,
bit,
like,
yeah.
Not. I
Where are
don't
you
like-
getting it from though?
I make it at home.
Okay,
I make it
cool,
at
cool,
home.
cool,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So I know like exactly what. Because
I was gonna
don't
say,
like,
if you tell me you get shaken espresso from Dunkin', that's like this much
No.
milk and this much
I don't. I
coffee.
hate Dunkin'. I hate Dunkin'. No, but like I don't like. I like being able to taste the coffee, but like at the same time, like I can dress it up. Like I can add like a flavor to it.
Dress it up. That's
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, that's what you do.
dress
So,
up as coffee.
A little bow tie.
yeah. Yes, exactly. See, he gets it. So the black coffee is your go-to.
So typically I'll do like a double shot espresso. I don't really make so the coffee machine that we got is a very bougie coffee machine. It's one of those DeLongis that you get at oh god, we got it from that really bougie store, Williams Sonoma.
Oh yeah,
Williams Sonoma.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
store, right? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yes, it is,
Okay.
yeah.
So we got it from there. Because my
Is it like one of the normal like silver, like big silver ones?
big silver,
Yeah.
you have
Oh,
the
okay.
espresso on one side, and you can make a pot of coffee on
Yep.
the other.
Damn.
So on the weekends,
Hell
listen,
yeah.
Sunday I'll make a pot of coffee,
Yeah.
and I'll drink the entire pot of coffee by noon. You know, because
There's those 600 again.
Hey, I mean, coffee is like not.
No, coffee's
Yeah, it's not that
bad.
much.
coffee's not
Yeah.
that bad. It's
Yeah.
like in an 8-ounce cup of coffee, it's about 80 milligrams.
What's in a double shot?
Double shot espresso. So per shot of espresso, it's 100 milligrams.
Dude, so you have
Damn.
400 milligrams before you get to the gym?
No, 200. It's 100 per shot. So I do
Yeah,
a
but
double.
then you said a monster.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Yeah, come on, dude. That's so crazy.
I don't know what I would do. I could power a small
Workout.
tractor.
Dude,
If
I probably would start like phasing through walls.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I would literally be able to power my car.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's where the
So
ADHD
nauseous.
comes in though, because
Yeah,
like for me,
Heard this.
so for me, if I don't, I
does it have a reverse effect? On
I
you?
have a really bad stutter, but the coffee, the caffeine, it kind of like levels.
Whoa.
Weird.
I've heard
Yeah.
that before, that like people with ADHD, caffeine almost like brings them down.
Yeah. So I didn't know that, but like
no, this
you know,
is,
up until 7th grade, oh, not 7th. I'm sorry. Up until I was like 7 or 8, like I really was wild, and I you know, 7-year-old boy,
Yeah.
whatever. But then I started drinking coffee, and it was almost like, ooh,
So didn't no. This is a weird question. But do you take medicine for it? Like, and
I-
do they mix?
So I was
can
on
they?
medication for it. The one they put me on the highest dosage of Adderall, and
that's the normal. Adderall, I feel
so
like, is the normal.
I
for
went through all
ADD.
the other ones too.
Oh, okay.
So I
Okay.
went through I can't even pronounce them. I'm not even gonna try to because it's gonna
No,
you're gonna have a really good clip. But I ended up, they ended up prescribing me the Adderall, and they kept increasing because I'm like, dude, I'm still fucking not focusing. The words on the page are still jumbling. And they put me on the highest dosage, and by the time they put me on the highest dose, I was a zombie. Like dead to the world. You could say
Even
something
with
to me,
coffee?
even with the coffee.
Interesting.
Because then at that point, I wasn't hungry, I wasn't eating, I wasn't drinking, and even if you had a cup of coffee in front of me, I'd take a sip, and then I would just zone out, and it would get it
I
was
don't
just
want it.
yeah, kind of thing. So I came off of them because
Gotcha.
I had no creativity, nothing. I felt like a zombie, and other things happened, and I was like, no, not for me.
Yeah.
At 20 years old, like I'm good.
I want to.
you know?
I want to live.
Yeah, exactly.
right.
Even if it's a little wild, I'm a little, unhinged at times. Like I'd rather that and have a good time
Yeah,
than,
totally.
be.
Interesting. I did not. I did not
Yeah.
know that about. I guess caffeine in general with
Yeah.
like ADD,
Yeah.
ADHD, and that.
Yeah, and they said, I was also on anti-anxiety medication,
Yep.
so they said like the mix of the two is also
Yeah, would
can
make-
do
that
that.
makes sense.
But like at the same time, I was like, I'm good. Like I'm just gonna try and raw dog life.
There you
know?
go. Yep.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
About that.
Yeah, I just can't.
I
like,
can't
that's-
get past the 600 million.
No, I'm still thinking about that too.
That's pretty crazy.
It's not that bad though.
I'm trying to
400,
think
I'm going
about
crazy.
I'm trying to think about how much caffeine I take in a day. I had a coffee and now I'm halfway through a Diet Coke. And I'm
Diet Coke, I think, has like 80 milligrams.
so probably like I might get to 200 in a day.
Yeah.
That's part of
Yeah,
my
probably where I
like
am.
little bit of
Maybe.
tism, by the way. I know the caffeine.
No, hey,
of
that's
everything.
that's all right. Like I might get to 200. Some days, maybe some days I get a little higher, but I doubt it. Like,
I think I'm like 150 to like 350 a day. 400 is like my absolute cap where I can't go over 400. I'll feel like crazy.
Yeah, doctors are like
Yeah,
400
same.
milligrams is
Yeah,
the max
same.
anybody
Oh,
can
really?
have in a day. But I think they're saying that to keep you down. Because I'm fine.
For now.
now
For now.
define fine.
Listen, there ain't nothing wrong with me.
That was so good. That was so good. Oh my god! Wow.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I hope that camera's on.
I know. That
I was that too.
Oh, wow. All right.
was great.
Oh, man. So we're talking about fitness.
Yeah,
We're
right. I'm trying to think.
Oh,
What a
Oh, man.
we covered. I feel like we covered a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even know how long it's been going.
I think like an hour or so.
That's fine.
Let's go.
Is there any questions you have for us?
Yeah.
Honestly, I actually do. I wanted to know like what your day-to-days kind of look like. You know, like doing what you guys do. Obviously, I know you have like your days that you go and shoot for the gym.
Yeah.
But on days that you're not shooting for the gym, like what are your hours like? You know, with
Yeah.
editing, things like that. Do you each hold different roles with the editing?
Yeah.
Or do you guys kind of all know how to do each other's jobs and just work on separate projects?
I think like the shortest answer is that like the three of us probably have different day-to-days. Just
Okay.
Total
And
honesty.
I'd say probably infinitely different.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I can speak to myself. Like Monday's pretty much meetings all day, for both the studios and Simmons Media.
Okay.
Tuesday through Friday is a lot of marketing, it's a lot of sales. Still some shoots here and there, some edits. But yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, that's like my core.
So wait, the
Core task,
studio and Simmons Media, not the same
Yes,
thing.
they're two separate
They're
things.
two
separate
entities.
Yep.
But one force, I would say.
Kinda, yeah.
Like, 'cause
So I
they're-
was incorrect in sharing my story and tagging Simmons Media. I should have tagged.
I mean, you can. It's
No,
fine. Like, we're
okay.
still.
they're all
Yeah.
like
Got it.
They're different, but they're all together.
Got
I would
it.
say,
Okay.
Like in
Okay.
a way.
Yeah, we're pretty connected. Like we still do the same staff outings for all three. And
Got
like,
it.
Yeah.
Oh, all three studios. So this
Well,
studio and the other studio are separate entities as well.
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes.
Yes.
It's complicated.
Okay. It seems that way, but it seems like you guys got
We
it, so
do.
that's all that
Yeah,
matters.
So in like a brief nutshell, we have Simmons Media, the Done For You social media, with videography, photography, all that.
The backbone.
Yes, on-site locations. That's what we work with King through Simmons Media.
Got it.
We have two physical studios, this one in King of Prussia, one in Westchester as well, where people can come in and shoot their content. And we'll do like podcasts, like webinars, all that kind of stuff. Those are individuals. So this is King of Prussia Studios we're in right now.
Got
and then
it.
we have Westchester Studios as well. So when we talk about like the three, it's like the three of those, the two studios plus Simmons Media.
Okay, got it. Understood. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
How much do you guys charge? Are you guys per hour for the podcast, per session for the podcasts? Like, how much do you guys charge?
Yes.
Like, if somebody like myself wanted to be like, hey, man, I want to make a podcast, what would that look like?
The lob.
Yeah. Oh, you want me? All right.
The
yeah.
lob?
So,
Yeah.
so
you throw him a lob.
yeah. That's like our pitch. We
Yeah.
do
Oh,
every day.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it.
So we
Yeah,
do,
knock it out of the park for me.
So we do hourly studio rentals. So if you like the space, you want to shoot your content here on site in one of the sets, that's $197 an hour. That gets you raw, live cut files, and we can deliver them to you same day. So like if you came in, you just wanted to do this for an hour, we'd be behind the desk normally live cutting it, and then we could send you that footage like within like a half hour. You leave
Yeah.
the studio,
It's-
you'll
like
have it.
it'll upload in 10 minutes and
Yeah.
it'll be in your inbox 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now,
Yeah.
now for somebody a little bit more serious about like podcasting or wanting to take their content to the next level, we do offer like the monthly package. We call it Done For You Podcasting here, kind of similar to the Done For You social media.
Got it.
But you come in, you get 4 1-hour sessions in the studio, whatever set you want. And then from that, we do all the posting. We get you 3 social media clips per episode. So it's 12 total for the month. And you have access to like our graphic designer, where we can create you like logos, intro, outro, and then that's it's a set monthly fee.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's really sick. And do you have a lot of people doing that?
Yeah, I mean, we're growing the show every day.
Hell yeah.
Over both studios, we have a good amount.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope as hell.
So
Yeah, no, I'll probably be hitting you up at some point down the line. Because, you know, I have my own brand. This is my brand. So eventually the game plan is that logo that I showed you that's hanging up on the wall.
Yep.
That's obviously on the back of the shirt. Trying to grow that, and eventually I want to do like a podcast of that nature,
sweet.
you know.
Okay.
But first, you know, I want to, you know, outline what that would look like, because I'm not going to just come in here and be like, I want to do a podcast and then sit here in front of the mic and fucking vibe, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I've had some ideas and shit, but yeah, no, definitely. So it's good to know that you guys offer that.
Yeah.
Because the space, you know, creating your own space is kind of hard. So it's cool that you guys offer that.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just trying to make it as easy as possible for anybody to get their
Do
ideas
the
out there.
sets at each studio, do they look the same as they do here?
So
Are they
this set's the exact same in both studios. This is like our Pulse set. This room's just a little bit bigger than the other one.
okay?
But then the front room sets are like slightly different.
Slightly different.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
one's better.
This one's better. You like this one's better?
This one's way better.
He's biased to say that.
Why do you like this one better?
Because this is mine.
Okay. Fair. It's a good answer.
I have to like this one. If not me, then who?
In all honesty, though, it is nice with this studio because this is built entirely
It's
for
just
the studios where we share an office space with Simmons Media.
it's
Got it.
unfair to compare because this is exclusively, and we only focus on podcasts and content. So everything here is made just for it. Whereas over there, you guys have so many things going on. So
Yeah.
it makes a lot of sense.
Gotcha. Would you ever think about like condensing it down to one bigger location?
Probably not. I mean, maybe I would default to saying no, just because we'd like to service a wider area of clients.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah, if anything, I feel like expansion would probably be
Yeah.
try to make like the smaller set studios work.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're a little bit more efficient.
Would you expand into Jersey, New York, or would you stay in PA?
For sure, we've definitely
We've
thought about it.
Yeah. That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I think that's it. If you
Yeah,
guys have any
I
other
mean,
questions?
I got nothing else.
Yeah.
Now that you guys know
Cool.
all my questions.
All right, well, T-Bone, you are the man. If anybody wants to check out your streams or buy some merch, where should they connect with you?
They can connect on Instagram or on Twitch. It's God, what is it? Oh no. It is.
You gotta have the pitch ready. Come on, man. It's going on a podcast.
I know,
Just have the pitch ready.
it's wild. Wait, do it again. No, it's caffeine_apparel on Instagram. And then I post the Twitch links on the story.
Cool.
So
That
nothing
makes
crazy.
sense.
I know. Why did I not know that?
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
talked.
come
We
on.
talked.
So
We just
simple.
talked about it.
When he's done that one, he'll I think I have some of your merch too. It says don't have a good
Don't
day,
have a good day, have a great day. Yep.
Yep.
And I relaunched that one to be bigger and
Okay.
look like I don't know if you guys are wrestling guys, but you know Mankind McFoley.
Yeah.
You know his smiley face.
Yeah, you
So
know, like
I
that.
made kind of like one of those, but it says not saying.
Our
that'd be
shirt's
sweet.
really nice, and I like how it's kind of faded.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like a nice
Yeah.
quality
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah,
What
it
is
does.
it?
It definitely
It's
is.
So honest to God,
It kinda
I
looks like
do not
comfort
know
colors.
what brand it is. I go through Tap Stitch.
Gotcha.
So on Tap Stitch, they have a variety of clothing options that you can pick from. Drop your design on it. So I use Adobe Illustrator. I make the design. I'll cut, clip, things like that. Sometimes I'll use Canva. I feel like Canva's kind of getting up there with the things you can do, but Adobe's the goat.
You full
you know,
control.
yeah,
Yeah.
full control. So then you drop the design on there, and then you order as you need, or you can put it to your website. So I link mine to my Shopify, caffeineapparel.com, and you know you can order
Fuck it.
and you can order straight from, and it kind of does it all for you. All you gotta do is just hit fulfill,
Okay.
and then
Nice.
you know you pay for the product, and then the customer pays, and it kind of like cuts up. So you
Gotcha.
kind of
That's sick. That's
you
sick.
control the pricing and
Yeah.
everything, which is
No,
nice.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no, I found that site because they're the ones that kind of they don't do Young LA and stuff like that, but like they
okay.
they started with Young LA.
Gotcha.
You know,
Okay.
and things like that, or at least that's what they say on their website, and maybe that's to grab you in. But it's the
Hey,
same
it did
kind
it.
of material, and
It
it did
gotcha,
it.
yeah.
And yeah, oversized hoodies, oversized T-shirts, sweatpants, the whole nine.
Are they?
And-
Do they sell by themselves? Like, do they sell their own merch, or is it if you go to Tap Stitch, are they gonna have everyone else's stuff?
So Tap Stitch is literally just like I guess you could kind of call it a design studio. So you
yeah.
can't order somebody else's merch on there, but you can make your own custom
Okay.
order.
Gotcha,
You don't
gotcha,
have
gotcha.
to have like a big brand to use it. Like if you wanted to make custom shirts for a
some-
family outing,
Yeah.
you could do that and
Gotcha.
order 10, 15 of them, you know.
Sure.
So it's like custom ink.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It's
exactly
a-
like custom
the-
ink,
okay.
but just different products. So I used
sure.
Printful, I've used custom ink,
Yeah. I feel like
I've used
everyone
Podthink,
has.
Vista
Yep,
Print,
yep.
but I found that this quality was the best.
Okay.
Nice.
And when you drop a design on there, it can like read like, hey, this design isn't that great. Can we enhance it? And it's like, yeah, cool, enhance it. And they
that's
enhance
sweet.
this.
Gotcha.
You know,
Okay.
so like it's great.
That's
it's
awesome.
great.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, go connect with T-Bone.
Yeah.
My man, thank you for coming down to King of Prussia.
Thanks for having me. I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir. This was fun.
This was great.
This is awesome.